Hello and welcome to the Crooked Letter Sports Podcast, the show about Mississippi sports and the folks who play them. I'm Tyler Cleveland, joined as always by my co-host and dad, Rick Cleveland of Mississippi Today. Dad, you have a good weekend?
I did. You know, there was some golf involved, some cooking involved. It was a good weekend.
It sounds like a Rick Cleveland affair.
Yeah.
We are joined today by our favorite guest, our returning champion, Randy Watkins, former PGA golfer and local golf magnate. Got to tell you, Randy, while I got you on the show here, I have played all three of your courses in the past 5 days.
Nice.
And all of them are in great shape.
Thank you.
I was kind of surprised. I was out at Patrick Farms, I think it was last Thursday morning, teed off at 7 o'clock, finished at 10:15.
Nice.
Never got above 80 degrees, and the course was in great shape. I was really surprised, and I know you had some problems with that first hole and the flooding, but man, it looked good.
We got it fixed finally.
Man,
Thank you.
It looks great.
I don't even want to ask you what that cost.
And I don't even want to say it or even think about it.
Well, as usual, we got you in here. We get the 151st Open Championship this weekend. Wanted to talk to you guys a lot about that today. We got a little bit of housekeeping we got to get to before we get there, so y'all bear with us. The MLB draft was held over the past couple of days, and wow, Mississippi kind of showed up. I think if you take the high schools and the colleges into consideration, I think it was 30 players representing Mississippi drafted, including 9th overall pick JoJo Parker from Purvis High School. He and his brother both drafted, but it looks like Jacob is going to end up in Starkville playing for Mississippi State. Southern Miss had players taken in the, I believe it was the second, third, and fourth rounds. Landon Harmon from East Union, drafted with the 80th overall pick by the Nationals. That's slotted at $1 million. Not bad payday for an 18-year-old. But what'd you think? I mean, Dad, I know you were probably beaming with pride like I was watching some of that.
Well, it's just a testament to how good baseball has gotten in Mississippi that both high school and college levels. There's two really big themes I take from the draft. One is the two twins, the Purvis kids. Mm-hmm. JoJo going 9th overall, and his twin brother basically telling him after he wasn't picked in the first round, y'all don't mess with me, I'm going to Mississippi State. So somebody took a flyer on him in the 18th round. I can't remember who it was, but he's going to Mississippi State. He's announced it on Twitter, and that's a great story. And it'll be interesting to follow the trajectories of both their careers. One I'm going MLB, the other one going college, and see how it works out for both of them. It's a great family, and they're two great kids. So I'm looking forward to following them. And then Southern Miss getting 3 players picked in the top 4 rounds, all of them Mississippi kids from right here around the Jackson area. I don't know if I'm a fan of the other schools in our state. I'd be saying, what the heck, guys?
Yeah, right.
Why aren't we getting those guys? It's also a testament to how well Southern has developed baseball players, because none of the 3 were that highly recruited, and yet here they are. They're elite players on a national scale. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The one that gets me is Jake Cook. Jake Cook from Madison Central High School went to Southern Miss as a left-handed, projected to be a high-end reliever from the left side. Threw hard. Watched him in high school. Was a great player. He was a position player in high school too, but he went there to pitch and had the arm injury and decided he wasn't through playing baseball. So he becomes an elite center fielder and drafted 80th overall by the Nationals.
Well, it's
crazy.
Right now, I talk about 5'2" players. He's far from that right now because he doesn't hit for power. But they see the potential for that. But he has elite speed, an elite throwing arm, and is a good contact hitter. So he's got some major tools, and they see the potential that at the end of the season last year, he showed a little bit of pop, hit a couple bombs, and I think that's what has made him going to make him a lot of money.
Well, he was on that same team as Hunter Hines at Madison Central, the one that had Braden Montgomery too. Yeah. And no, they were absolutely loaded.
Well, Hunter went.
He went in the 10th round of the Nationals, and I was just going to say right now, if you would have told me that Jake Cook was going to go that many picks in front of Hunter Hines a couple years down the road, I would not. I mean, I'm just telling you, I mean, Jake was a great player, but I didn't think he was like, It just shows what can happen when you're 17, 18 years old. A lot of kids aren't
fully developed.
They aren't through developing, and Jake is obviously. I mean, he was out at Annandale yesterday.
Was he really?
Yeah, and J.B. Middleton was too, and it was great.
They can afford to join now.
They can.
Yeah, they can. Yes, they can.
Well, let
me ask Rick one question about this. It looks like to me that every year baseball, Mississippi produces a lot of exceptional, high drafted players. Like that's become like, it seems normal to me now. This doesn't seem like an outlier year. While this is a big one, it doesn't seem unusual now that baseball is prospering.
Well, it's not. And Randy, you go back, I mean, you're old enough to remember, like I do, back when the high school baseball coaches in this state were all assistant football coaches that didn't really know. Right. Didn't know how to develop baseball, and then didn't want to be out there doing it anyway.
Correct.
And now, I've lived it. I saw it start with Ron Polk and Boo Ferris.
Yep.
Were the two really big baseball guys who changed it, and high school saw what was happening, and they started developing, putting money into their facilities, hiring baseball people to coach baseball players.
Became a priority.
Imagine that.
Right.
Yeah.
Weird.
Now the baseball head coach's job at a lot of schools in Mississippi is a well-paying and good job.
Some of them AD jobs too. I mean, that's
yeah. It's been a big story that I've watched happen over my career in Mississippi journalism, is the development of baseball
talent,
baseball players.
And I know it's happening everywhere, but it's been a sea change in terms of dedication from folks as well. I mean, like the parents are committing early, and I mean, there's a lot of that.
Well, 50 years ago, 40 years ago, maybe even 30 years ago, JoJo and Jacob Parker would have been playing football.
That's right.
They'd have been playing football because that's where the bread was buttered in Mississippi. And now you see kids, really talented athletes, going the baseball route early.
And playing travel ball for 8 months out of the year.
Listen, can you imagine how big a college football prospect Connor Griffin would have been?
Oh my God!
Oh my heavens!
Really? But yet he chose, and I'm sure it's the same way with JoJo and Jacob Parker. You've seen them play. I really haven't seen them play. I've seen tape of them swinging a bat, and that's all you really need to see.
Yeah. All I can tell you is that Connor Griffin would have put up numbers at wide receiver in the MAIS.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
It would have been phenomenal.
Yep.
Guys, let's talk about what we came to talk about. We've got some golf on deck at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland this weekend. The forecast is exactly what you would expect.
It's what I want.
It is 55 to 65 and rain every day.
Yep.
And it looks like wind as well.
Yeah.
So
why not?
I know.
I've played that golf course.
Have you really?
Yes. On that Ireland trip I did in 2016, we played 7 courses in 9 days. And I'm telling you, on that, they will experience the 4 seasons during rounds of golf.
Yeah, it could happen in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you can look out to sea. You know? And if there's certain rocks or
jetties,
lighthouses, and if you can't see them, brother, you better start covering up
because it's coming. It's coming fast.
Man.
And it's just, to me, it's the way golf was meant to
Absolutely.
be played.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I feel like we don't, a lot of it, especially around here, you do have to survive the elements. It is a little warm out there these days, but it's, I feel like the main battle of attrition is in my head and not on the golf course. I feel like when you play over there, you kind of get a feel for it was, you're really playing the course. You know what I mean?
I mean, you don't have any choice. You just got to bow up and do it. I mean, because it's coming. It's just going to be that way, and you either like it and can adapt to it, or you don't. And it usually shows up pretty quick.
Well, who do you like?
Well, there's a handful of them, and you can't leave out Rory as the number one pick. He's playing well, and he's playing at home. Basically, it's a home game. Of course, he likes 7,400 yard par 71, which is a lot of golf course.
Yeah.
Of course, that doesn't affect him any. It only helps his advantage. But
yeah, he may have to hit some under a couple par fives.
I think the foreigners have an advantage. I think that he and Shane Lowry and I think Adam Scott will play well. I'd be shocked if he didn't play well. Victor Hovland is playing pretty well.
I got him.
I think he's a great. On the American side, you can't not think Scottie's going to be around there somewhere. John Rahm is playing well and sort of got a burr in his saddle to play well in a major. He hadn't done that well this year. And then Russell Henley is my sleeper American guy. I think that guy's primed to win something big. I think his game is for it, and he's game for it. We'll see. But he's got such a solid game. He could win any major, but this one sort of looks like one he could do it.
What is it about his game?
He's so consistent, and his short game is really, really Tom Watson-ish. He has that kind of short game. And he's proven to be, he's tough as hell. And I just think his old teammate Sepp Straka has played great, and he'll play well again this week too. But Russell Henley, just one of those guys I think will be in it. And Tommy Fleetwood, we all pulling for that guy to win something.
I want him to win an American tournament.
Well, he's jumped over that best player to never win a major. He's the best player to never win on tour.
Yeah, Tyler. Well, who do you like?
I like the Rory pick. I'm going almost all local here. I like the Rory pick. I'm a little concerned because he hadn't played as well since the Masters and the majors. I think he's got one top 5 finish overall since then. But I think, like you say, with it being so close to home and it being such a big stage, I just feel like he's going to do something special. My other 2 picks were Tyrell Hatton. Really like him, and he's a fantastic. If you're looking at odds, he's got a fantastic payout with high upside. But the other guy was Shane Lowry, just because I think he won here in 2019. Yep. I think he blew the field out that
6.
year. Yeah, right.
6 or 7. Yeah, that was big.
Blew the field out. I think with the weather, it's always going to be iffy at the Open Championship, but he's a guy that. I like his ball flight. He plays well in the elements. He's kind of just the guy that gets around. So I expect him to do really well. And other than that, I like Sepp Straka. The only other guy that you guys haven't mentioned that I was looking at possibly was maybe Joaquin Niemann. I'm over picking Oberg.
Yeah.
I just until he does something, I'm gonna stop picking him. But those guys, and then the other guy that hasn't been mentioned yet is obviously Bryson DeChambeau, who also can do well on a long golf course.
Yeah, he can. He sure can.
One guy that hadn't been mentioned that I took a flyer on in the draft that I do on the Monday of every major is McIntyre, the left-handed British.
Yep.
He'll be around there.
Yeah, he will. Justin Rose probably will too. I mean, he's a veteran guy.
I wouldn't mind seeing him win.
I would love to see him win. You know, he's a great ball hitter like Shane Lowry. Those guys over there they call them flushers.
Yeah,
like they flush those irons.
Yeah,
and it's a different technique they have over there to hit it that solid in that kind of weather. They can pierce that ball through that wind.
Yeah, they hit it through that wind instead of Rory isn't so much like that. I mean,
he goes over it.
He goes over it.
Right. He'll go over the wind.
I don't know.
He just hits it so hard.
You just never know with Rory. So much depends on that putter, and with all of them, so much depends on. But Rory is more inconsistent on putting than a lot of them are.
He is, and he's inconsistent emotionally too. And I don't know where he played well last week in the Scottish. He finished second.
Where he said the greens were like a word I can't say on here.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it leveled him out a little bit probably.
Yeah.
But he played well, and he may be in a good headspace because he's at home and he's comfortable in front of those folks. Everybody there pulling for him.
Yeah. Well, he's from Northern Ireland.
So I mean, I would too if I was a Northern Islander.
Yeah.
But you never know where that guy's headspace is. But you do know where he is, physical talent wise. You're gonna have to deal with him.
Yeah, that's right.
You're gonna have to deal with him.
Wanted to talk to you guys about your favorite British Open memories or moments. Anything come to mind when I mentioned the British Open? What's the number one thing?
First thing that comes to mind from 100 years ago is Doug Sanders missing that short putt to win it. And I was a big Doug Sanders fan. So,
couldn't help it.
Yeah, and I can't. That was the '60s, wasn't it?
Yeah,
something like that. But then the tournament that I think everybody will, most people who watched it, the Nicholas Watson,
1977 at Turnberry.
God Almighty!
Nicholas shot 65, 66 on the weekend and lost.
It was the best golf for a two-man duel
ever seen.
Yeah.
Still.
I mean, Tyler, it was like one of them would throw a dart in there and then the other one, a 190-yard shot that
40,
takes all that terrain and end up 4 feet from the hole, and the other guy would look over and then he'd hit it 2 feet from the hole.
Yep. And on the last hole, Nicholas hits it to 30 feet. Watson's up by a shot, hits it to 3 feet. Nicholas made him make that putt. He made that 30-footer. Now Watson's got to wiggle that 3-footer in there, which he did. But it was also one of the greatest displays of sportsmanship.
Oh, yeah.
On the back of that green ever, I thought. It was one of the parts, it was during my really formative years in the game, and it was fun to watch that two warriors. And then at the end of it was just pure respect for both of them.
Well, that's in sports, to me, that's what makes for the special moments is obviously you got to have a winner, a great winner, but when a great winner gets challenged like that and the competition is so back and forth, that's what makes it memorable.
No doubt.
The other memory I have of British Open is when Watson had a chance to win it at age 59.
Right. Yes.
And just hit the 8-iron too good.
Imagine that. He hit it too good. Hit the shot too good.
Yeah. And
it went over the green.
It went over the green, and of course, you go over the green into that mess. You're
going to make a bogey.
Yeah.
So there you go.
But, that was...
Yep, and who can forget Van de Velde?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
That collapse was memorable. That guy handled that about as good as a human could do it.
It was that time that you had to turn away.
You did.
You couldn't watch.
You could. It was a wreck, and you felt so much pain for this guy, and you just wanted to run through the TV and go help him. Just chip it back out, Jean. Just chip it.
Or take the drop. Take the drop.
Yeah. Don't think. Just do what I tell you to do right now. I got it.
Yeah, right.
You'll win it. And he actually made a great putt to get to the playoff.
But his caddy, I thought was, people criticize his caddy for not just grabbing him and saying, "Look, you got to do,"
I know. Tough to do. Tough to do right then.
But it's brought us a lot of memories over the years, and I have a feeling we're going to see some
this week.
Because that golf course, it was the second hardest I played when I was in Ireland. The hardest was Royal County Down.
It was harder than Portrush.
Yes.
Really?
Royal County Down.
It was for Rick.
We get out there bright and early, 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, each one of those golf courses has the starter that's been there forever.
Yep.
And our guys most of them were walking to the senior tees, and I said, "No, let's walk back to the championship tees," which made it like a 530-yard par 4. And I asked that starter, I said, "Hey, buddy, what's the course record here?" He said, "From those tees?" He said, "Sir, you are not going to play those tees."
He said, "You're not playing them."
And I said, "Well, what's the course record?" He said, 70.
Come on.
And I said, "Who shot 70 here?" He said, "Rory." But he said, "But the last time he played here, he shot 80.
And you went, "Okay, I'm not playing from back here."
I'm going to move on up there about 100 yards.
Then you're right. I'm not playing from this tee. I can't wait for it. It's one of my favorites. I mean, it's in order. Masters and British Open are my two. Then the U.S. Open. And I like the fact that it's on at 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
that you wake up, it's on, and they're in it, and it's just fun to watch, just different.
It is. I'm excited about it. I'm jealous of you guys who've seen such good finishes at the. I mean, in my lifetime, it's been the ones that I can even remember. It's just they were all blowouts. Every major has that tournament where Tiger lapped the field. That was 2000 for the British Open.
Yeah.
I think that was at St. Andrews, and then Cam Smith in 2022. I mean, that was a duel with Rory, and I just remember him that was at St. Andrews putting around that bunker on 17 that year. But yeah, most of mine have been complete blowouts. So I'm excited to maybe get some. Maybe this one will be a little contested at the end. Give us something to watch on Sunday.
Something you might remember 50 years later.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I'm hoping. So you guys have both played across the pond.
I have not.
You have not.
I've never been over there.
Well, Randy, we got to get on that.
Hey, we run out of time. Those dreams have faded way away.
The golf courses are so much fun. I played Waterville, which is Palmer's course over there. Yeah. It might have been my favorite.
Really?
It was a terrific golf course. Ballybunion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just awesome.
There's got that famous graveyard off to the right side of the first hole.
Yeah. You deposited one right in there with them?
I sure did.
You buried a ball over there.
During a rainstorm.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you just go ahead and tee off over there. I mean, you don't wait because you're not going to get on if you wait.
Yeah, somebody else is coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I teed off, slipped a little bit in my glove, and right over there, and right by somebody named Sir Thomas something.
Well, that's a little different from what we're dealing with. My hands slip on the clubs because of the sweat here.
Sweat, yep.
Oh, man. Well, guys, I know there's some other golf news we got to get to.
Wilson Furr.
Yeah, our Mississippi guys are starting to play some pretty good golf. Wilson had a tee for 9, tied for 9th last week in the Corn Ferry out in Colorado, which gets him in this week in Springfield, Missouri. That moved him in the top, I think, like 82nd on the points list. The top 20 advanced to the tour next year. He'd probably have to win to get to that spot, to at least win once. But the top 50 would pretty well secure full privileges for Corn Ferry next year. So that's in sight. Chad Ramey had a top 10 finish last week. I think that moved him into the top 100 on the PGA Tour, which is now where you got to be. It's not 125 anymore, so he moved up. Jackson Suber continues to play some really good golf. Some real good golf. Hayden Buckley's not played well lately, and Braden Thornberry continues to just try to find his way. But I'm missing Allie Ewing right now on the ladies' tour. Funny that my hours watching ladies golf is less with Allie gone because I just
Yeah.
watched her so much. But we got some Mississippi folks doing some really good and some doing some great stuff in amateur golf as well.
Well, we hadn't had you on since the kid from Ripley
blitzed put a Mike Taylor on the state amateur and won it by 10 by shooting 21 under on a real golf course.
I couldn't get over it.
Like a real Grand Bear is a real golf course. I mean, it's. I think Elkington had the record or has the record.
Yeah, Elkington, who's one of the best ball strikers ever.
Of all time.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what he did. And good for Eddie Brescher for signing him at Southern. And he's just got another kid from JA, John Marco, committed to Southern this week or last week, which I'm thrilled with.
He's also got the
Canadian
guy that
junior
won the
champion.
South American Junior and the Canadian Junior.
Yep.
And they're fixing to be a force.
College golf in Mississippi's really, really good right now.
Well, Ole Miss is already a force. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and they're not going backwards. Everybody's coming back except Kai Meeks did graduate and leaving, but the Sasso's coming back and the Trolios are coming back. And
well, that's a new thing that somebody like what LaSasso did, and he's returning. That's, I mean, that would not happen.
No, that says a lot.
Yeah.
It actually says a lot about the kid and the program that he believes in Chris's, Coach Malloy's ability to develop players and make him better so that he can advance where he wants to be. But the kid obviously got the skills to do whatever. He's played some good golf on the tour. He's played several times.
Yeah.
And he's played some really good golf. I mean, he's not struggling. I mean, it's hard, but I thought he's held up pretty well.
I can reach into the pockets of the Grove Collective and break him off something. He'll be all right.
Oh, he got something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah,
He got something. The way I understand it, that he could have left, but took less to stay at Ole Miss, which is pretty cool.
Well, I just love that coming back is more of an option now. I mean, if there is one good thing from the entire NIL thing, it is cool that guys, that in the past definitely would have seized the moment and gone, actually get to, come back and keep playing. Guys, that's about all the time we got. What do y'all, let me ask you this. What is your viewing schedule? How do you, it comes on at like 4 a.m. So do you get up?
Oh yeah. I'm up almost at that time of day anyway. So it'll be standard issue, but I watch really for a good while in the mornings. And I just wait on it. I don't tape it and play it later. I like to watch it live, and I like to watch it in the early mornings. But I won't miss many. It's a little bit like Wimbledon. I didn't miss many shots of Wimbledon either. That's one of my favorite sporting events.
Well, you know what it'll be like in my house, Tyler.
My mom will still be awake when it comes on.
I'll have to push her off the big TV at 4 a.m. so I can watch it.
How about y'all? You'll be watching. You don't get up before.
My question is, at what age would you say it starts getting easier to get out of bed in the morning? Because I haven't achieved
easier?
that.
That's been a while.
Not physically but like waking up and being awake that early.
It doesn't.
Well, then why the hell are y'all up so early?
Because you can't help it. You got to pee. To start with.
On that note,
you're right.
That's first.
Awesome. I will. I'll set my alarm for like 6 and roll out of bed at like 6:30 and catch as much as I can at that point. That's how it'll go for me. Well, I'm looking forward to it, guys. Thanks so much for joining us, Randy.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. And again, y'all in the Jackson metro area, Lake Caroline, Patrick Farms, and Whisper Lake, go check them out. They're all in great shape, like I said. That's it for us this week, guys. We'll see you in the same space next week.